All right, guys. Welcome to Statistics Online. Just take a few minutes to get you guys oriented. So the first thing right here on the home page, you have several key links. You have a video to get to see me, syllabus spacing guide, my contact information and office hours, and all these good things right here. So I have already sent you guys out some announcements. My internet's slow, but go through the announcements carefully. They're meant to help you orient yourself and get you ready for the course. And yeah, I think the first thing right here is you need to watch and then reply to this introduction video to get attendance for the first day. Please also read the syllabus. You can find the syllabus over here in simple syllabus. And while I'm waiting for it to load, the key thing is that you should go through each of the elements on the syllabus and then ask me any questions that you have if you're not sure about anything on there. While I'm waiting for this to load, the other thing to keeping track of right here is attendance. I take attendance twice a week. And the way I take attendance is that once you log into Canvas, Canvas will log you coming into the course. And so once you do that right here, Canvas will show me the last time you logged in. And so basically the cutoff is at 5 p.m. on Mondays and Thursdays. So on a Monday evenings, I will go ahead and put in the attendance. And then on Thursday evenings, I'll go ahead and put in the attendance. Maybe I should click on it again. Beyond the syllabus of, there we go. By the way, simple syllabus does let me know how many students have signed up. I mean, not signed up, have actually watched the syllabus. And so that's something that you want to do ASAP. In fact, you should read the syllabus for all your classes. I did have to make a small change to the syllabus. I had the wrong link for the for my office hours. Within Canvas, it's correct. This last number 27, this should get updated pretty soon. But in here, the textbook right here, you get access to the textbook through Cengage. We call it WebAssign. That's the testing platform. You can read through all of these right here. The key thing in this class is that we have 6 tests and the final exam. And the key thing is that if you have an A at the end of the semester, after all your 6 tests and all the assignments have been put in, if you have an A, you will be exempt from the final exam. And so if you do well throughout the summer, then you won't have to take the final exam. You have the grading scale is not standard, as you can see right here, our grading scale for the course. And you have exams on all this stuff right here. Your homework is given through WebAssign. Your quizzes are given through WebAssign. Your tests and exams are given through WebAssign. So basically the entire course rotates around WebAssign, and so you do need to get access into WebAssign. What you would notice is that all of your online homework is due on the same date, and that date is going to be the date of the test for each section. I'll go over that more in a second. And so basically right here it's the summer, so we're giving you guys to figure out when exactly you can do your homework. Maybe you need to do them on Sunday evenings or on Wednesday mornings. I don't know. Anything else I want to say? Here is a breakdown of each of the assignments, each of the sections we're covering, and then you have the homework assignments associated with each one. Anything else? No, I think that's it. You can always go into quickly attendance to see how many missed classes that you have, how many missed classes that you have. And then the last thing you want to look at is the modules. Again, my contact information office hours has the correct links. If you can't make it on campus, that is fine. Go through the week 0 module, the orientation module, as quickly as possible. One of the key things right here is you need to click on this assignment. It'll be different for me. When I click on the second time, let me open it in a new tab. Can I do that? Oh, it will open a new tab. Because I have already signed up for WebAssign, it will go ahead and just log me straight in. But if you've never used WebAssign before, it will first ask you to register and do the onboarding, you know, all these other things that they ask you to select the course and all the things that you have to do. If you have Rattler Pack, it should already be paid for, so it should just let you in, and so you can get started on the assignment. But if you are having trouble getting the two sites to connect, then you need to call the WebAssign help number. Just Google Cengage help, and normally they can walk you through the process of getting the two things connected. The two sites have to talk to each other, and so you need to have your web browser set up properly to allow that to happen. But other than that, right here, a basic outline right here is we tell you what sections are being covered. If you come in here, you get the section material, and so for each section right here, we have both a PowerPoint and a PDF of all the material that is covered. An outline of what's been covered in each of the materials, and your due dates. Although these are incorrect, I would need to go back and fix them. They should be 5/22. So for most of the sections, I have a class video. I know I'm missing the 1-1 section. I'll try and get it up as soon as I can. But the first few ones are a little bit, the sound's a little bit off. But for most of them right here, it's a recording from me from in class. And so that way you can pause, record, you can take notes. You can download the PDFs, and as you watch, you can take notes as you're watching the videos right here. And then you have your homework assignments. And then a special note about the quizzes. For each of the quizzes, only your highest attempt will count. So on each of the quizzes, you only need to do one attempt. So, so for example, if you do this first one right here and you get an 85, if you don't do the other ones, you'll get an 85 for quiz 1. If you do an 85 and you do it again and get a 99, then you get a 99 for quiz 1, because your second attempt was a 99. Other than that, you just gotta watch out for your class assignments. Those pop out every once in a while. And then you have your tests, your unit tests. I think WebAssign might have actually changed my dates. This date does not look correct. I'll have to double check that. But the key thing right here is all the assignments should be due on the same date, except for your class assignments. Those right here are more to just make sure you guys are working consistently. So they give you small assignments to do as the semester goes on. We'll talk about the test administration in another email I was sent out. But basically, you need to use your lockdown browser to take the test. And what you have to do is you have to then set your phone down, and you use the phone to record the session. And then what you do is you upload that session to YouTube as an unlisted video. And then you have to send me the link so I can watch you taking the test. All right. But basically, that's the overview of the course. Again, please let me know if you have any questions or concerns.